man. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in to another episode of the Big Homie Told Me Show. I got an exclusive guest right here. He be putting it down in these beats, the music, everything. So we're about to get into it all, man. I got the PromoBoi right here on the Big Homie Told Me Show. What's good with you, bro?
Yes, sir, man. We just living, man. We just living, bro, on the west side, you know?
Come on, man. Talk to me about that, man. So you out in LA?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm out here, I'm saying, working on projects. Just producing for different people, man, trying to create a wave out here for myself, you know.
Yeah, man. Talk to me about that. When did you get into music? Like, when did you get into music and start going hard at it?
I started going hard at it when I was like 8, bro. Like I used to I had like a desktop computer in my living room. I used to wait till my mom go to sleep, go in the living room, start making music, put it on the CDs, go to school, write Soulja Boy on the CD or T.I. and tell them that's who on the CD, give it to them and have them go home and listen to it. That's how I really got my start. I was like literally like 8, 9 years old, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Hey, hold on, man. That is legit marketing right there. That is a marketing. So you would write, someone who's already famous and shit. You
like
would write
Soulja Boy was on, what's this? 08 Soulja Boy is on fire right now. So I put Crank That Remix featuring T.I. So they like, what? That's the song. So they run home and I'll be on there. So like I might be rapping on the Crank That beat, but
listen, hey, I respect that hustle though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And let me ask you, man. So, are you originally from LA?
No, bro. I'm from Philly. Yeah, I'm from Northeast. I'm from Philadelphia.
Yeah, man. So what's like? Of course, Hollywood and LA and all of that. You know what I mean? But did you move to LA for the music and for the entertainment scene?
Yeah, like the most definitely. Like I was trying to get a lot of situations, and what I keep realizing was, I always was going back and forth catching flights. Back here, like I was trying to, get my own reality show off the ground. Shout out to Mona, shout out to Zeus TV, Chance, and Ray J, and all that's out here. So I just say, I was like, I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna just set up out here. Like all my studios is out here, my cameraman out here, like my whole team is out here now. So
yeah, man, talk to me about that, man. So you followed your dream. You know what I'm saying? You uproot, you move from your home city, and you move to LA. Talk to me about that, man, because that can be hard, and I know you see it a lot with people who just moved to LA and they're trying to build a name and it might not work for them, man. How did you kind of catch your traction out there in Los Angeles?
I was building a lot of I was building a lot of relationships even when I was back on East, like a lot of New York, I was in New York a lot and like a lot of people from LA would come to New York and just marketing and things like that. So I would just like by the first time I came to LA, I had so many different, relationships and things like that. Everything was already just sat in place, right? For me to make, a lot like I tell a lot of people, don't just move out here thinking this. No, like you got to set steps up before you make that move. Like you can't just jump out on a whim, So
absolutely,
that's pretty much what I did, man. I just made sure that I had some things going on before I really made the move.
Man, that's real, man. Talk to me about your team, you know what I mean? And how important it is to have a team, you know what I mean, when you're building up, especially in the entertainment business, because people like to believe they can do it by themselves, but you can't do it by yourself. Talk about your team and how important having a strong team is.
So I got my own entertainment label, Hits Only Production. We do the beats, we songwrite for a lot of people. We got a lot of songs on the charts right now from some of y'all favorite artists too. And also, I'm signed to A Wall. So A Wall is a record label that's in New York. They're the ones I go through distribution with and things like that. So pretty much my team, like you were saying, you can't do it alone, man. Like you're going to need a cameraman. You're going to need a PR. You're going to need a lawyer. You're going to need all these things in place because you're only one person. And you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to do a million things.
Yeah, man, that's big. That's big, man. You already done dropped some gems already, man, in the first couple of minutes. That's what it's about. So talk to me about your music. You know what I mean? Like you produce and you make music as far as like rhyming and singing or whatever you do. Talk to me about that.
So pretty much I just got my own lane. I don't sound like nobody, bro. Like that's a fact. Like I have fun. Everybody tell me it's like feel good, have fun records. Like you see what I'm saying? So I'm dropping my project July 15th, No Service in the Hills. That's something I'm gonna do that's real. It's just way more serious. I've been doing a lot of like R&B stuff like that, and a lot of people, think I can't rap. So it's like, all right, now this is like the point proving phase album right here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But far as producing, it's like, like I love that too. Like I love producing for stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tinashe, Tony Braxton, Meek Mill. Like these are just some people like that let me in the room with them and write their records and things like that and produce beats for them and stuff like that. Like, so I want to shout out them too.
Yeah, that's huge, man. And I definitely, once I seen your page, man, I was like, man, he definitely working. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, man, I definitely want to pick his brain, see what's going down. Being out there in LA, you know what I mean? And there's so much going on. It's real loud out there. How do you find it? How do you find it in yourself to stay in your lane? You know what I mean? Without veering off, trying to do something else, what somebody else doing. Like, how do you find, that will to stay in your lane?
No, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like when I first came out here, I was jumping on everybody wave. Like I was just trying to get in different, like I used to wait in the studio lobbies just trying to get in anybody group who would let me in. Right. But like that shit ain't good. Like it's not, you gotta build your own team. So Hits Only is my team. We do our own thing, bro. Like we don't really like, LA, a lot of shit in LA is fake. Like a lot of people running around, running to each other. Hey man, we gonna go to the studio later. And that shit never happened. Or it just be a whole bunch of fuck shit going on. Just people doing what they think they gotta do to get clout or boost their sales to get popularity. So I just learned that early. Like where I come from, it's like in the New York scene, we don't do that. So I learned that early. I learned the game out here early. Oh, that's what we doing. And then I got my own team, and we just like we stay out the way, man. We just in the studio like every single day.
So this is definitely what you do. You got your team, you making music, you producing, you write. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I told Hitmaker I'm gonna take his spot, bro. Like that's what I'm here for.
So you told Hitmaker that's what you gonna do. You gonna take his spot.
I'm gonna take your spot, bro. That's what we here for, man.
Okay, now did you tell him that personally, or you want me to send this to him?
I DM Hitmaker, bro. He laughed at me. I DM Hitmaker. He laughed at me.
Okay, talk to me, man. So when you making these beats, you know what I mean? When you making your beats, how do you know when you got one? You know what I'm saying? That you got one and you ready to either, sell it to a big artist, or how does that work for your process?
It's just a vibe. Like we go in the studio, I might be in there with the artist and I just pick their brain and their taste level and I see what they like. And it's like, that once you put it on, it's like everybody stop what they doing. Like she might have been over there on her phone. He might have been over there eating. And it's like, once that beat come on, it's like, everybody's like, okay, this is we got to lock in. Somebody get in the booth right now. We got to make this shit happen. It's just the emotion that come out of you. You can just tell. Like if you got a nonchalant artist in the room and then you play a record and then they go crazy, it's like, oh my God, like you really just pulled an emotion out of that person.
Yeah.
That's like, you see what I'm saying? And so that's how you know. You really just know, man. Like when you hear it, the first 10 seconds,
Man, and what's your ultimate like type, your goal out being out there in Los Angeles and thing? Like you did just mention that you're trying to make a spot. He definitely got a name and some clout and shit like that. What are you looking to do out there in LA that you haven't done already?
I want to make a Bobby Brown. I want to make a Whitney Houston. I want to make a Usher. I'm out here to create these feelings again, to make R&B something again. I want it to be cool to dance in a club. I want it to be cool for, you could be a feminine man. You still could listen to an R&B record, bro. You could still put that Brian McKnight on, that Bobby V. I want people to understand, we got Megan Thee Stallions right now. We got Megan Thee Stallions. We got Moneybagg Yo's, but we still got Bobby Valentinos. We still got Willie Tellers. We still got, Day 26. We still got these people that make great R&B music. And I just feel like R&B really don't get it don't get as much as appreciation as it used to back in 2008 when I was seeing it on 106 Park. That was like the coolest shit. I remember a time like females didn't even like listen to rap music, bro. I remember like female, it was like that was for us. That was like wrestling. That was like an aggressive thing. Females only listen to R&B Now it's like girls is listening to Lil Baby and Moneybagg Yo, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's like, let's just take it back to the importance of let's appreciate everything.
It changes the thought process and shit. You know what I mean? The music that we listen to.
Now she wants to be like Moneybagg Yo. She don't want to love no more, and that's really what it is, bro. It's the concept. It's that concept. It's females. If a girl listen to Lil Baby all day long or listen to Moneybagg Yo all day long, bro, she's gonna begin to have that thought perspective.
Absolutely.
When females was listening to Jill Scott, Lauryn Hill, and all these great women, Queen Latifah, we got a better version of the woman.
Right. That's real.
We got a better version.
Let me ask you, why do you think that is in the music scene right now, that they're not taking R&B as serious as they used to, in your opinion?
I feel like music is not medicine no more. It's a trend. So it used to be medicine. You used to, like, your mom or whoever used to listen to Jill Scott because it gave her a feeling.
Right.
Now we still listen to that stuff, but we don't post it. We only post what's cool. So even though I like K-Swiss, the shoe, I wear Nike because it gives me validation. So half of the girls that's listening to Moneybagg Yo and Lil Baby, they don't know one word. They just want validation of the trend. And like it went from fashion to music. And it's like, damn, like now, like artists gotta suffer. Like great artists get looked down upon. They gotta drop their feature price. They gotta drop their booking price because a kid that made a TikTok video outdid them. 20 years of work. 20 years of work that they put in got outdid by a 11-year-old kid who made a 10-second TikTok video because it's popularity. It's popularity over quality now.
That's deep, and let's stick to that TikTok because that's huge right now on what's going on. You know what I mean? And like you said, I mean, now artists are kind of catering to the TikTok. They want to make TikTok hits. So, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like, I know TikTok is a good thing, good and bad, but how do you feel about TikTok with the whole, the new music wave with the TikTok?
You gotta ask yourself what you in it for, bro. You want a long run or you just want to run? So I stay away, and my team, we stay away from gimmicks.
Say that.
We stay away from the short term. We don't care about that. Like, we care about long term, bro. Like, we stay away from the TikToks. We stay away from the shade room and doing all that kind of stuff, and and getting super, 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 super big on radio, because those things wear you out, really fast, bro. You'll microwave yourself very fast.
Yeah. And do you see that? You see that a lot out there in LA? You know what I mean? When people want to come to you and do music and stuff, like, talk about how you see that out there, in live form in LA.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that just want right now and not later. Like, people, they just want to be famous right now. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy because it's no longevity. Like, where I look up to all the artists that I look up to have longevity. No artists that I ever banked on was like a one-hit wonder. Like, I look up to the Ja Rules and the 50 Cents and stuff like that. These are guys that have long, long lines of hits.
Absolutely.
So I tell a lot of people, man, like, we go in for the long term, like them kind of records, that's still going to be relevant and still going to give you the same feeling you heard it 2 years ago when you heard them in the car.
Hell yeah, man. And that's interesting you say that, man, because I feel like nowadays you are absolutely right, because people are just looking for that one hit. You know what I mean? Now, talk to me, like, do you think that it's fair to say, shit, man, all I need is one hit, you know what I'm saying? And just try to get in the game and you can eat forever. You know what I mean? Like, how hard on you about that, or an artist that you're working with? You know what I mean?
You run into situations like that where, like, like, just to get in depth, like, to get into, like, the Humpty Dance song, just for example, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. It's comedy. Yes. But will we ever look at Shock G as like the greatest rapper of all time? Probably not. R.I.P. You see what I'm saying? So you got to ask yourself, like the gimmicks is the gimmick. Yeah, you're gonna get some money. Okay, you're gonna make your little $1 million for sure. You're gonna go platinum. But after that, it's like, then what? You want to be remembered forever once you step into this game.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's just like football, basketball. You don't want to be the guy that was on fire in 2013, and then now 2014, you on a whole different team, and nobody even remember who you were.
Real talk. That's real life. Talk to me about, how crowded it is, in the entertainment field, being out there, in LA. You still have roots out in Philly on the East Coast and all around. You know what I mean? So how do you kind of like handle the two? Are you still like catering a little bit to the East Coast side of music, or are you kind of like catering to the West Coast? How do you do that?
It get real tricky because like the thing about the East Coast and the West Coast, bro, they have two different taste levels.
Yeah.
New York is drill. West Coast is more blast, vibe, dancing. LA is more like, I'm not gonna say feminine, but we got Eric Bellinger over here. We got, you see what I'm saying? We got different people over there. It's more aggressive. So I definitely try to mix the two. It's like anytime I come across a record where I can mix the two perfect and it makes sense, I do it. I jump on it. But I'm just in an R&B lane, man, and luckily for me, that transpires everywhere.
Right, right. So what are you doing to help bring that R&B back, that R&B music back, and put it to the forefront?
We just doing them sounds, man. We making them sounds again. That feeling. Yeah. We putting that orchestra in there. We playing that piano in there. We putting that guitar in there, man. We know where we trying to take you. We know how we want what you want to feel. So that's pretty much what we do, man. Like we'll flip a record if we have to. It's just about the beat. It's just the feeling when you first, like I said, when you first hear it.
It's, man. I'm liking your vibe, bro, because what you're talking about is so real, man. Because R&B definitely needs to make a comeback, because I feel like that's what's going wrong.
And
right
it's
now.
Not even dead. It's just not publicized as other things that's going on.
Yeah.
If you go on any R&B page, that's any R&B guy page, he's probably still working. If you go to Bobby Valentino page, Bobby Valentino's on tour right now. You go to Tank is on tour right now. Pleasure P is on tour right now. Omarion and Bow Wow is about to go on tour, so they're still working. It's just our job to make sure that we post it and we show our appreciation.
Yes, sir.
We have a choice who we post, who we put in our playlist, who we do this, that, and the third. So let's choose wisely who we post.
You always been into R&B since you were younger?
Nah, I like rap a lot, but it's just a different dynamic when you do R&B records. It's just like I feel like they live longer. Rap is good too, but I just feel like it just live longer. And plus, me being chubby, where I'm from, you gotta find a different outlet to get to the ladies. Yeah. So you might gotta turn into Ruben Stutter.
Come on, man, say that.
So that's how I found my way in. Like I just jumped into it. But I started off rapping like everybody else, but you grow and you find your lane.
So being that you producing and you making beats and things like that, talk to me about your vibe when you working with a new artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys like communicate on how you guys want to go about making the song or the music in the studio? Like, just walk me through a little vibe that you meet.
Bro, like we make like people people complain about that I charge too much for what I charge, but bro, listen, people leave the studio crying because we have real therapy sessions before we even touch the mic.
Come on,
what are you going through? How's your day going? And we really cut deep. So by the time we done our little talk, I already know what record needs to be done here. I know what we need to do right now. We need to talk about that dude that you said ain't shit. So I got you. I'm gonna write a record and he gonna feel this one, or whatever. Or we gonna talk about that girl that cheated on you, bro. She gonna feel this one. But it's all like, that's how far we take it to really sit down and have hours for conversations for hours and hours, and you learn who the artist is and you get to know them better. And by that time, when you pick up that pen or you make that beat for them, you are them.
Yeah, you know what? Let's stick to that, man. Let's stick to that therapy right there. Let's go a little deeper on that, man. Talk to me about, mental health. You know what I'm saying? Because, music is therapy for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, talk to me about, just what music means to you and, how you help others, kind of get over things with that therapy, making music.
I feel like music is a language. I don't care where you from, how hard you are. It's the only time where a Crip and a Blood could possibly have in common.
Say that.
It makes marriages. How many people that probably met their wife at a Avant concert? Common interest. So it's very important that you make these records for what people are going through. People might not have somebody in the corner. So when Ludacris make Runaway Love, that spoke to the little girl that was scared to tell her mom what was going on and scared to tell the teacher what was going on. When Tupac made, Brenda Had a Baby, that represented, everybody felt that it's a lot of Brendas out there.
Straight up.
It's a lot of Brendas that felt that. And when they went through that, they got to hear Pac, Sky's the Limit, all these records that you listen to when you might lose a loved one, bro. Big Puff made I'll Be Missing You. That's probably one of the biggest celebrational death songs ever.
Ever.
And you end up tearing when you hear some of these songs.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you got John Legend that made Ordinary People that people get married to. And you got Luther Vandross that when you put Here and Now on, you might cry. These are this is medicine for people, bro.
For sure.
When you don't have family, you might have music. You always have music when you don't have family. So every song is like a family member. I just got my heart broke. Let me call over Drake.
Say that. Real talk.
You're allowing, because you're allowing him in your space. Man, I'm going to the club tonight. Let me call over. You know what I'm saying? Let me call over Tiger.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. These are medicines for how you feel and what you need to feel. I'm feeling kind of sick today. Let me get a dose of Michael Jackson. It's so deep. It's so deep, man. And that's why I tell producers we have a job to do. What we do influences the culture.
Yes, it does.
So we have to make sure we know that. Wow, I'm making a song saying fuck these bitches, and now I got a guy out there that he's a sweetheart. He feels that way. Fuck these, but that's not him.
Right.
He can't say that. He got a heart.
Yeah.
He gonna get hurt.
No, that's 1,000, man. You sound like a real student of the game. You know what I'm saying? Of the music. You know what I mean? Like, talk to me about how important that is to be a student of the game and kind of know the history. You know what I mean? When you're trying to jump into the game.
I feel like, bro, when you better master that, because when you get in that room with those people that have more than you, it don't matter how much money you got, how many plaques you got. What's going to keep you in that room is the knowledge that you know and the understanding that you have about the game. I don't care how popular you are. If we play the game and you're a rookie, I don't care what you're getting. I don't care the publications, all that. You're still a rookie here. I can't go nowhere with you.
Say that.
I don't care, and that's just what it's about. It's very important that if we say we want to, because just like firemen and police, we have a very important job to do. So it's very, important, imperative that we know and we do our due diligence on the game that we're entering in.
Right. What are you working on right now? What you working on? What are you and your team working on right now?
We got a couple of Tinashe records we working on. Tony Braxton about to get back in the studio. I sent some stuff over to her. Pray she hop on it. My guy Yaz from Empire, he gonna get back into the music. It's just a lot of different things. Jason Weaver, shout out to Jason Weaver. We talked about getting in the studio. He just was on the shop So like, it's just a lot, bro. Like it's just so much. Like I want to come out here and I want to show love and do records with everybody.
Right. And that's big, man. You know, you definitely making footprints and making waves. You know what I'm saying? How do you keep that going, and how do you keep your name and credibility strong, especially in a place like Los Angeles where it's the entertainment capital? How do you keep your face card clean and your reputation right?
Well, for us, we just stay away from everything that's not music, bro. Like people pay attention to that. That when it goes down, you never see us there, and you only know us for being in our business place.
Say
you
that.
only when you go to my page, you're only gonna see me. You know, I like to shop. I like to eat good food. But besides
Straight
that,
up.
you're gonna see me in the studio, bro. You're never gonna see us doing something we're not. Like you're just gonna see us dedicated for music, and people respect that. You know, they see how serious we are.
Yeah, man, and that's big, you know. And let's stick to that a little bit, man. So talk to me about branding yourself. You know, when you were first starting to like elevate and create your brand, you know, talk to me about how that came about and just how important it is to stick to that brand.
Okay, so pretty much when I first started, bro, I was a cameraman. So I end up flying to Miami with Brian McKinley. I stayed in Brian McKinley. I dropped out of school. I stayed in Brian McKinley's house for a little bit, and I met Tiana Teller, and I met Brittany Teller. And then I met Jim Jones, and then Little Mouse, and I started shooting videos for Little Mouse too. You know, that from Chicago and all that.
Yeah.
But that whole entire time while I'm shooting videos for him, I'm trying to get these beats off. I'm still trying to play my records for him. So my thing was always wear many hats, because you'll have many keys, and one of them will open the door.
Ooh.
So like you just gotta have many keys. If you just got one key, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna be harder for you to get in the door. If you got many keys, bro, something is gonna get you in there. Something gonna pop. And that was my thing. My thing was always just bringing value, because that's so important. Nobody wants to sit at the table with somebody that didn't bring nothing there.
Right.
You know.
And you know, so you were a cameraman.
I was a cameraman, bro. Yep.
And you still had beats and stuff you were trying to get, you know what I mean? So what if something
I would shoot videos for free just to get around certain people, like, you know, like, you know,
come like, on, man.
Bro, if you can rap off 2 of my beats, bro, I'll shoot the video for you for free. And it's no loss for you. You make music anyway.
Come on, man. You are definitely a marketing genius.
I appreciate it, bro. It's like whatever you have to offer, you have to find out how to make it like tangible for people you're trying to make it tangible.
You know, because a lot of people, you know, and they're going to be watching this and they're going to be hearing what you're saying and visualizing, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people who are doing that, who are trying to get in these doors and things, and they may only have one hustle, you know, one little thing they do. But hearing what you're saying is very important, because you're absolutely right, man. You started off as a cameraman. Now you're producing for some of the biggest talent in the world. You know what I mean? So, you know, your brand, how did you stay focused on that brand? You know what I mean? How did you stay focused on that brand and not get caught up and, you know, go elsewhere? You know what I mean? When did you know that? When did you know that it was time to stop doing the cameraman and become just producer and just putting your team together?
I feel like when after I did the song for Miller J, I did a record for Miller J. I co-produced Smoke, Drink, Breakup, and I did Moving On. So after I did Moving On, Miller J was the first artist that she was like the biggest artist for me at the time to work with. Like right. So what ended up happening was I didn't know Miller J was signed to Marcus Houston.
Okay.
So once I did that, Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston reached out to me.
Yeah.
But I remember, but I'm also saying is I wasn't about to do the record for Miller J because I didn't know who she was. So I wasn't in a rush. I wasn't in a rush to send nothing over to her. And I'm glad I did. And when I did, that really opened my eyes and said, wow, now imagine if you don't drag your feet and you really apply yourself. And after that, like, I didn't want to do cameras no more because it was dangerous, man. Like, I on a lot of different attempts, I almost lost my life, bro. Like, because 9 times out of 10, your clientele is drug dealers and they want their video done fast. And,
right.
You know, and I remember one time I lost I think I lost my SD card and the footage or something. And I had like 6 videos that I owed people and I didn't have the money to pay them back. And it was just real bad. So I was like, man, if I could find something else I can do that's less dangerous,
yeah,
and more profitable. And then the Miller J thing happened.
Yeah.
You know, and that was that. Like I think Chris sent me like $1,200 at the time, bro. I'm like, what, 17, 18? That's a lot of money. Like to me,
right.
I just graduated and I just made this beat off my laptop, bro, in my mom room. I just made this beat. So it's like it really opened my eyes, like, wow, like you gotta apply yourself.
Right. Nah, that's real, man. That's real, man. And you are definitely dropping some game right now on the Big Homie Told Me show. You know, so you're working on these new ventures. You and your team, you guys got stuff coming up. You got things that you're working on. You know, talk to me about your album that you're about to drop. You said July, right?
Yep. Just so July 15th, we doing that.
July 15th.
Yep.
Okay. And what was the name of it again?
No Service in the Hills.
No Service in the Hills.
Yep.
Come on, man. Dude, and I know that you have music out because I had checked it out. You know what I mean? I threw some in my story with the promo. You got some dope songs, dope sound. You know what I mean? Like, when are you in producer mode and when are you in artist mode?
So pretty much, you know, it's like any sports athlete. Like you got an off season. So like I might take off. I might run to Miami for 2 weeks, 2 months, and just focus on me. Like
right.
I understand that I'm an artist too. I understand there's artists out here that need me, but I definitely make time for myself. So I just find time. I always try to find like a little 2-week period. Like I came out here, like I do my video shoot tonight. I got some sessions tonight. And after that, it's just all me. Like it's focused on my records and what I need to do. So like I said, but I always try to do 50-50 with it.
Yeah, man, that's big, man. You know what I mean? And, you know, before we get out of here, I like to tell my guests, ask my guests to drop some words to the people that's watching this right now that aspires to be where you are, to make it. Maybe they going through something and they don't know what to do. Just give them some words of encouragement to keep them going.
With new success comes a new set of friends. I want people to know that. Well, for the most part. So pretty much to break this down is if you have friends that you created when you didn't have nothing, you guys all formed a relationship around the principle of you guys having nothing. Now, when you get something for yourself before your friend do, it causes envy. And everybody around you is quiet. So I say that to say that you might be posting music on your page and you're not getting a reaction and you're wondering, wow, like, what, man, I just spent $600 for this video, man. Ain't nobody comment. The moment they comment is the moment they feel as if they gave you validation and you're doing better than them. This is all what's going on in their head. So I want to tell people that. So just because you're not getting feedback doesn't mean the song is bad. Doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. Doesn't mean you're good. Like I said, the strangers are going to support you the most. Look for support from strangers. Don't look to support from somebody who started doing the same thing as you at the same age and you got farther than them. Y'all both in the same race. How happy is he going to be that you got to the finish line before him? He's not going to be very happy. So don't look for validation from people that you grew up with. Look for validation kind of from people who don't owe you anything, are going to give you the raw truth, and it's not biased.
Come on, man.
Just to stop you from running fast, I would tell you can't run.
Say that.
So I always tell people that new success comes with new friends.
Man, that's so 100, man. Right now, I got PromoBoi right here on the Big Homie Told Me show. And I know you got so much overflow. So we going to definitely do this again. You know what I'm saying? And we locked in, bro. I appreciate you tapping in with the Big Homie Told Me show, bro. And we going to be on the lookout for everything that you got coming. Make sure, let the people know where they can follow you at and they can find your music.
Y'all already know PromoBoi _ on Instagram, the real PromoBoi on Twitter, music on all DSPs. Like I said, July 15th, no service in the hills, all platforms, man. Just stay tapped in, stay tuned.
Come on, man. Just like that, man. I appreciate you, bro. I'm going to tap in with you. We connected. I appreciate you for real, for real.
My guy.